My name is Iman binti Muhammad Nursyam, and today I'm going to say about the impact of air cargo towards economic development. First of all, what is cargo? Air cargo is a place of critical role in driving economic growth and development. This is one of fully not appreciated by government. More than 5 trillion worth of goods are transported by air annually, and more than a third world trade by value. For airlines, it accounts about 12% of the industry revenues, and can mean the difference between a viable and non-viable route where air cargo is carried in the belly hold of passenger airplanes. Air cargo services are also vital to the livelihood to remote Canadian economy and not connected by the rail. And this presentation mostly about the Canada economic development. So almost 1.5 million tons of cargo was handled by the Canadian airport in 2011, half which was international and the rest was domestic. And now I'm going to say how it what was affected by the air cargo. Okay, first is the tourism. Air transportation is a critical enabler of the tourism industry, particularly of international tourism. Spending by air passenger on their trip can be considered as downstream catalytic impact of the air transport industry. There were also 20 million domestic person trips by air in 2012, and total spending by this traveler estimated is under 10 billion. So the next one is connectivity. Air transportation connectivity impact many things in significant positive manners, most notably international trade, and including cargo, air cargo, air freight, and foreign direct investment and labor productivity. This is also key to developing the country natural resource exploration and exploitation. It also involves trade. There are both natural and artificial barriers to international trade. Of the most important natural barrier of the trade is distance, just as tax on import and export will reduce trade. A greater physical distance between prospective trade partners will also reduce trade. Better and more efficient and affordable air transportation link help to reduce the implicit tariff that result from the natural barrier and of distance. One way to observe the impact of air transportation in international trade is by identifying the correlation between air transportation connectivity and the level of trade between specific countries. This does not explain the cause and effect. It is expected that better air transportation connectivity facilitates trade, but a greater trade relationship between two countries also stimulates demand of air travel between two countries. However, observing the relationship at least provides for an indication for what the upper end of the transportation explanatory power international trade. Next is effect social benefits. The social benefit can access to by doing air cargo. It can access to many places. For example, in Malaysia, in Sabah, Sarawak, east of Malaysia, we have a lot of airports that only cater for air cargo, and this one also can indirectly this one can access to remote communities. Most of the province and territories have significant growing population and the East, with climate change, have increased a reliance of air transportation for access to and from their communities, and to essential goods and social services. For example, for them to travel from one destination to destination in Sabah, Sarawak itself, it has very many trees and hills, mountains, ups and downs. So they use air transport to carry goods and services from one place to another place. And this one also affect the consumer's surplus. Consumer surplus is the aggregated value of the willingness to pay for individual airfares less actual airfares paid. For example, a traveller purchased of an air for 500 but would only pay up for 600 for the same airfare. The considered surplus is 100. For the marginal traveller, they consume the surplus is approaches zero. If the fares increase even incrementally, they will choose not to fly. The lower the elasticity of the airfares, the higher the aggregated consumer surplus. A study used conservative estimates for airfares price elasticities, estimated that the consumer surplus that the country derived from air travel approximately 32 billion in 2009. So